Hi! So today I have a video about tea, which is a topic that I am actually really passionate about. I have a whole collection of tea, and I've found that various types of tea are good for different things, and my tea collection has really helped me out while I'm in college. I have herbal teas that helped me when I was sick, and I have a bunch of green and black teas that are loaded with caffeine and antioxidants that, one, helped me stay awake when I was studying, and two, helped me keep healthy in general. So I'm going to present to you my tea collection. Alright, starting with jasmine tea. So jasmine tea is just green tea with jasmine flowers mixed in, so it has a really nice smell. This is my mother's tea that she bought for me before I went to college. Just a side note, decaffeinated tea does contain caffeine, but it has a much smaller amount than regular tea. Okay, so this is jasmine tea. And that white bit right there is like a bit of flower. In general, loose leaf teas are of better quality. Tea that you buy in a tea bag tends to be a bit too dry, and that's why it gets sold in a tea bag, and it's cheaper. So I would recommend that you buy loose leaf teas if you can, just because it's better quality. So that's jasmine tea. Let's see, and this is my ginger tea, and this is for digestion. Nothing more to say about that. It's good for digestion. Also good for digestion is peppermint tea. This smells really nice, and it's really, really good for milk tea. If you can go look up the recipe for milk tea, try using peppermint tea and soy milk, and it tastes really good. This is lemon echinacea tea. It's really good for if you have a sore throat. So this tea comes in a tea bag, and it has a slightly sweet taste to it. I believe that licorice is one of the ingredients. It doesn't say it on the package right here, but licorice is one of the ingredients, and it has a somewhat thicker consistency than other teas. This is my chai tea, and this tea smells really, really good. It comes in a tea bag that is eco-friendly. It doesn't have any strings, staples, or that paper tab. It usually comes with tea bags. And I found this tea it's decaf, so it doesn't really keep me awake. Most of the ingredients are herbs. It's sweet coconut Thai. It's really good for making milk tea as well. If you drink this with soy milk, like vanilla soy milk, or if you add condensed milk with it and milk, it makes a really, really good milk tea. It has a very nice smell. Like if you ever drank Thai tea before, it smells almost like that. This is my favorite tea. It's blackcurrant. This tea is actually kind of hard to buy outside of Pete's for some reason. So blackcurrant tea is black tea with black currants, which is a type of berry mixed in with it. It has a very sweet smell, and it does have caffeine, which is why I like it, because it has the smell of herbal tea, but the effects of black tea. And I would recommend this tea if you ever happen to go to Pete's and buy it. This is like absolutely my favorite type of tea, because when you make it, the smell just like fills the entire room. It's really, really nice. This is Assam Golden Tip, also from Pete's Coffee. Pete's Tea. I go to Pete's a lot for buying tea. It's Indian black tea, and this is a good tea to drink if you really want to stay awake. The reason why I like this tea so much, even though it doesn't really have a flavor, unfortunately, I don't really like the flavor that much, is because it comes in these really, really tiny leaves. And what I would do is, if I really want to stay up pretty late, I would crush these, and it becomes, I don't think you're supposed to drink it this way. I don't think you're supposed to crush it, but it becomes a pretty fine powder. And this is just crushing with my fingers too. I can run over this a second time, and it just makes a really nice powder. If you really want the caffeine to be loaded inside your tea, then Assam Golden Tip is good for that. Pumphrey's blend is not really my favorite tea. So because it's between green and black tea, I don't particularly like it. It doesn't keep me awake as well as drinking like straight up black tea. And it doesn't smell as nice as the herbal teas or as my jasmine tea. Overall, still pretty good, but a bit too mild for me. Sometimes teas come in a variety pack, and you can try several different kinds for like one price, and then when you decide which tea you like the best, you can buy more of that one later. This is sencha, or Japanese green tea, and it has a very, very nice aroma. It's one of my favorite teas. It's the one that I drink the most after my mom's jasmine tea. It's almost empty. And it has these really interesting long leaves. If you can grind this up really, really well, don't quote me on this, but I believe that matcha tea, that green powdery green tea that you get in milk tea, is basically sencha that's been ground up into a fine powder, and it makes really, really good milk tea. Whenever you drink milk tea, usually they use some kind of green tea powder. I don't know if it's green tea flavored powder or authentic green tea, but yes, it has a very, very nice smell. And if you have a tea collection as large as mine, you definitely want to try mixing your teas to see if you can make any interesting flavors. So I've tried mixing my teas around, and I found that I like to keep them separate for the most part. Only exception is maybe I'll grind up the Assam Golden Tip, that really easy to crush tea, into my tea to add some more caffeine to it if I need to stay up late for whatever reason. And I've also found that I like mixing jasmine tea with blackcurrant tea, because you get this really interesting smell. This is very odd to be putting in a video about tea, but I also want to talk about Emergen-C, which is a vitamin supplement that you should drink if you ever catch a cold or the flu. It is absolutely packed with vitamins. Like, check this out. The vitamin C in this is 1,667% of what you should be drinking in a day or eating in a day. That's a lot of vitamin C. Also has a lot of other vitamins, and these will help you pull out of your cold. It's kind of like Alka-Seltzer in a way. It fizzes when you pour it into the water. And they come in individual packets. So I just want to throw that in there. It comes in a lot of flavors, so it's really fun to drink. A lot better than the great medicine that you drank as a kid. So that's my tea collection.